Telling you, it's a cover-up. They don't want us to know the truth.
Nothing says December quite like holiday chunks. But come January 1st, gourmet lovers have to wait a long
I hear Geppetto has started making real robots.
The shadows shift. Looks like trouble's brewing. How are you planning to tackle those sneaky creeps?
Much as I'm eager to explore the universe, there's nothing quite like the feeling of returning home.
Captain Jones, may I be of assistance on your ship?
I cannot wait to meet her. It's been ages since Constellation has had someone new. I wonder what she's like.
Just go easy on him. Being interrogated by a kid ain't exactly the best way to make a first impression.
I'll limit it to the really important stuff, Dad.
This does not bode well. And you must be the latest poor fool to get dragged into our dysfunctional little family. Whoa. I know a few dark sides of the Aquila Moons, but if you're looking for deep history lessons, well, I'm gonna fall asleep before you do.
Trust me. Don't encourage him. Kuriko, by the way. Hi. Nice to meet anyone brave enough to fly the frontier.
Know a thing or two about spacecraft, do we?
Hey, don't spook our new friend. Frontier's a fine ship. Honest. Now, let's talk business. Sarah tell you about the expedition? Sure enough, that's where we're heading. The three of us are heading to Aquila, first settled planet of the Freestar Collective, and, not coincidentally, the home of their capital, Aquila City. We'll land in the city's spaceports, but the frontier's our goal. It's rough country. Spawned a lot of stories. And I got a lead on a tale that, makes me think one thing. Artifact. Okay. We'll meet you on board your ship. Talk more when we get there. Once we land on Aquila, it's gonna be you and me. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
Captain Jones, I am fully updated and ready to assist with tasks.
Cool spacesuit. You hate it here already? We just moved here. I think you should give it a few months.
But what if it doesn't improve?
It's only a few months. Just be patient.
To cancel my vacation again.
Yeah, you know how it goes.
I heard Neon is a pretty fun place. It's not bad.
Man, I could really deep dive into some chunks right now.
It's amazing to think that this tree predates New Atlantis. Can you imagine all the changes it's seen?
The credit goes to the hard-working men and women that keep the line, pushing ships hour after hour, said Ron Hope. A mere 2 years ago, amidst disappointing sales and a massive recall, the embattled Star Yard looked on the verge of ruin. Now, Hope Tech looks in position to take even more market share from rival Star Yards.
I need that every day I can afford it.
That your ship that landed not too long ago? It sure is something.
That is fantastic. When is the baby due?
It won't be.
Why, Albert, you've already started shopping for a trip?
Don't rush the scan. You don't want to overlook anything valuable.
You look familiar somehow. Huh. I don't have time for this, quite frankly. I hope it's a fine. I could pay a fine, you know, I can do that. Wow. Never even thought about that possibility. I can't believe they put a bounty on my head. Good grief. Well, I surrender, I guess. Rather not die today.
stuff with that boost pack. Got enough flight traffic as it is.
Saw
You'll
your
be
ship
scanned
coming.
as you enter the safe room. Please keep moving.
The dictionary to make sure this doesn't happen again.
At the constant my vacation, again. Yeah, you know how it goes. I was written up to work again.
Word and we'll get underway.
contraband, you could be on your way. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Funny how Aquila City reminds me of Neon, with the wealth planted in the middle and the poor at the periphery.
All right, we're here. You ready? Because once we get started, I'm gonna be riding your tail till this is over. There's something you should know up front. I'm a Coe. As in Solomon Coe, first man on Aquila. That tale I mentioned before, the one I think is connected to an artifact, it's something of a family legend. After planetfall, Solomon spent years mapping Aquila, and he found a tiny little patch of nothing on his sensors. The kind of nothing an artifact produces. He called it the Empty Nest. Said it was a place even the wildlife of Aquila wouldn't go. Solomon's maps are locked up tight in the local gal bank. We'll be heading there.
What can I help you with?
Well, I doubt those robbers are gonna let us leisurely peruse the gal bank vault. We better see if we can help move this situation along. City. Feels like I spent half my life trying to get out of this place.
The situation at Gold Bank is just a mess.
You need to stand back now. I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know you. Now please, stand back.
Aquila City at its finest, I see. Never a dull moment.
Well, I'll be damned. Sam Cole. Been a long time. I won't hold my breath about you being here to take the badge again. Listen, Sam, just so you know, I don't blame you for how it went down. For the others, though, you might get a different reception.
Thanks. I appreciate you saying so. But I figure some of that reception is owed. Still, I appreciate the sentiment, Marshal. It seems you got a situation. My friend here may be the answer you're looking for.
All right, Sam. I'll trust your judgment on this one. Some folks from the Shaw gang tried to rob the place, but they got spotted by a guard. They took everyone inside hostage, and now they're keeping a watch so we can't move against them. They're using the intercom to communicate. They won't talk to me. Say they don't trust the badge. They want a neutral negotiator. In other words, they didn't have a plan for this, so they're stalling while they come up with one. All right, I'm willing to allow that. But a few things first. Say what you have to, but whatever they ask for, there's no way in hell I'm giving it to them. Also, there are lives at stake, so don't get cavalier. Find out what they want, and then report back to me.
Take it slow and steady. Look for every opportunity to de-escalate. You got this.
Hey, you in the bank. I'm sending in a negotiator, so
Security
don't shoot.
around here is a
Hands where I
joke.
can see him. And don't try nothing.
Seems we've got a little excitement on our hands.
You're the negotiator, huh? If you think you're just gonna walk up here and get us to surrender, you're dead wrong. We'll cooperate when we get what we want. So tell me, stranger, how do I know you're gonna deal straight with us? I heard that. Okay, so let's talk. We want to guarantee a safe passage to the spaceport and a ship. We'll drop the hostages off somewhere safe in the system. After that, we'll radio back where they are, and the Marshal and his crew can come and get them. But if anybody follows us when we break orbit, we start shooting people. Got it? Then persuade the Marshal that it ain't. This whole damn job's gone wrong. It was supposed to be just a quick hit. Clean and simple, you know? So let's all try to keep our heads, yeah? Because my guys, they're going crazy in here. I don't know how much longer we can last. Well, guess you're right. Nobody's been hurt. So maybe the judge won't come down too hard on us. Yeah. I think this has gone on long enough. You go tell the Marshal we'll come quietly.
You'd make a decent ranger with the way you handled that.
Quite a spectacle, isn't it?
Those guys are scared. I can tell. What's the word? Well, I'll be a son of an Ashta. How'd you pull that off? Considering those are Shaw's people, that's damn near a miracle. Here, you've more than earned this. You got us out of a tough spot, and you did it with courage that's not common. As a matter of fact, you might just be Freestar Ranger material. If you're interested, head on over to the Rock and ask for Emma Wilcox. She handles the new recruits.
All right. Now that lives aren't on the line, let's get back in Galbank, see if we can get those maps.
Tom's pay is great, but he works so much.
We'll take it from here.
So damn tired.
Nice job.
I just want to get out of here.
Hate this place. Should have been long gone by now.
Yes. What?
Shaw Gang's gone too far this time. Galbank needs better security.
You really stepped up.
More of this.
All right. The family has a few different deposit boxes secured in here, so let's look around. Here's a copy of the key. Okay, now remember, Solomon was from an earlier generation, so it's not going to be on a slate. Big bundles of paper is what we're after. All right, let's see. Oh, no. Jacob. Of course that old mule saw this coming. He's just a bitter old man, interfering in what's none of his business. You gonna be like this the whole way? Damn it. I was hoping to avoid the estate. Cora's gonna be so mad. We really gotta do this? I know, it's just... it's personal. You're not wrong. All right, fine. He's my dad, okay? We're not exactly on friendly terms. He probably figured I'd come for the maps at some point. Got ahead of me. Family business just wasn't something I wanted to get into, you know? Yeah, well, sorry I'm such a pain about it. No forgiveness between me and my old man. It's, co-tradition. All right, shall we?
the whole damn Freestar Collective by himself. I don't buy it, though. The United Colonies wouldn't let some ragtag settlers stake a system like this without the fight.
That's the Rock. Ranger Central. Not a bad part, too.
Sarah Filburn and her brother-in-law Henry were going at it.
Be careful. Simple fall ain't so simple in high gravity.
Well, well. Sam Coe finally decides to darken our doorstep again.
You know why I'm here.
Oh? And what's that? You come to your senses? Realize where you ought to be for once?
I ain't asking again.
You ain't asked once. Let's hear it. I want you to say the words about what's more important to you than family.
Okay, this was a mistake.
The only mistake I'm seeing here is you. Bringing your Constellation lackey here instead of my granddaughter. Come to help Sam loot his ancestry? You're not getting those maps. Full stop.
I got just as much right to those maps as anyone else in this family.
That's exactly right, Sam. We all share Solomon's legacy. Only some of us are around to live up to it, and some of us aren't.
All right, that's enough. Come on, let's you and I talk. In private.
Welcome home, Sam. Make your visit short, okay? It's what you do.
Yeah, the way you handle things, not bad. Not bad. Give me a sec. All right, let's talk options. You're flying in the face of my 30-plus years experience with the man, but all right. I hope you like arguing.
Sam's Constellation lackey here to bother me again? How did you... That's none of your... Fine, if it'll get you all out of my hair, you can have the maps. They're in the other room. Here. The key. Never invited Constellation into my house.
All right, let's see if we can find the empty nest. All right, let me think. The way I heard it, the readings he was getting were normal at first, then they bottomed out. And no creature, alien or otherwise, would dare step inside. There. Found it. Oh, boy. That's a problem. We'll be fine. Just gotta take a look at what we're up against. First, it's in the middle of the frontier, which we already expected. No problems there, but the usual tussling with alien wildlife. But the empty nest is a cave right in the middle of Shaw Gang territory. Same outlaws who held up Galbank. Well, just remember, it's about the artifact, not them. Hurting bad guys puts a smile on your face, that's a bonus. Let's get to that cave.
You have what you wanted, now off with you. Us co's have been in government for generations, making sure the Freestar Collective is run the right way. But getting said government to do anything worthwhile is like herding Ashta. Takes perseverance, compromise, and above all, respect. You try to groom your successors, but wisdom's often wasted on the young.
Was that a subtle dig, Jacob?
It wasn't meant to be subtle, son. I did my part, and then some. Back in my day, we tackled some whoppers. The colony wars damn near wrecked our economy. Took years of dedicated work, every day wondering if the whole financial system was gonna crater on our watch. But we got it done. Damn near had a nervous breakdown. Best years of my life. Might be you're not too bad yourself. Well, I doubt you came to hear me wax poetic. What do you need? Hell no. I've got no control over the actions of those who came before me, and I don't feel beholden to them either. Solomon was a true pioneer and a risk-taker. I respect that. But I'm not him. I'm a man who appreciates the simpler joys in life. I'm no thrill-seeker, and I don't feel like I need to make my mark on the world. A highball of good whiskey, and a sunset to watch it with, it's all the accomplishment I need. Of course. Solomon Coe was a great man, no doubt about it. If it weren't for him, there'd be no Aquila City and probably no Freestar Collective either. And of course, the name comes with certain benefits around town if you catch my meaning. I never turned down a free drink, in Solomon's honor. Should it come my way. Well, you take care of yourself.
Just taking a walk is a full-body workout here.
You do not want to go outside the city walls. The Ashta will rip you apart.
Problem?
Are you that newcomer that saved Mr. Crowley? Oh, he owes you a beer. Heck, a whole keg.
Next time a friend comes in, I really appreciate an expedited customs treatment.
You heard of the Elios Retreat? It's supposed to be some new age healing center for reforming criminals or whatever. Going up in Exil 2. I'm not holding my breath.
What do we got? Whatever you were aiming at is so dead. It's like never. You good? I'm good. Hell, I'm great. Shaw and her gang are strong-arm types. Robbery, assault, murder. You know. If you're looking for something in particular, I might have a spare. Goodbye. The Aquila Frontiers. Hey, if you find a new pistol, I'd be obliged. Yeah, I was done too. Never let a carcass go to waste. All right. This is Shaw Gang territory. And they're usually not willing to talk. Be ready.
Not gonna be your day, pal.
Smugglers don't take too kindly with folk poking around their turf. Smugglers have been known to defend their turf hard, so let's not get too careless.
Mess with me?
Grab everything useful.
Pumping, huh?
Getting out of here. Me and my friend here are gonna teach you manners. Die
already! Oh, God.
Show your face around here again. It's going down.
Nobody's gonna believe me if I tell them you could do that. You've done this before, right? Care to do the honors? Won't lie. My heart stopped for a beat when you passed out. I'm glad you're still with us. No, that's it then. You like caves? I like caves. Honestly, I might love caves. Is that weird?
I think that's far enough. Hate to put a hole in the head of Akila's own prodigal son. At least not before we've had a word.
You must be Shaw.
What I am is disappointed. Samco in the flesh, and he's peddling around the frontier with the has-beens of Constellation. Now you got past my crew, who I pay quite handsomely, I might add. Grabbed something from that weird cave. Probably whatever's been keeping the Ashta away. So, I'm down one hideout. Now, let's talk about what all that's worth to me. Your lives, your credits. One or the other, really. Shit. So that thing was keeping them away?
Boss, it's the Ashta.
You. This is your fault! You better lend us a hand! This is going to be fun. Fall back! Yeah. Take this!
You're lucky the boss is so generous.
What are you still doing here? Out!
I guess I owe you something for dealing with the Ashta. Take it and get lost.
We're in one piece. I'll call that a win. Let's get back to the lodge. Were you celebrating something? You know they have cargo holds for all that.
heard Mr. Wright's gonna be looking for an apprentice soon.
I think I should pick up a hobby that's
Robots
outdoors.
used to peach in the job.
That sounds great.
You're out there a lot, right? In space? Hey, just do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spacers. Scum of the galaxy. Robbing, stealing, killing. The Crimson Fleet.
Word to the wise, avoid the threat.
Do you have business? Aquila City is bustling. Now you're speaking my language.
Your ship's not half bad.
breathe that in. Planets like this are precious. Let's get that. Hey, we're back.
I have been idle here for a long time. I believe Barrett would describe this state as
we don't know what effects it might have
bored.
on someone her age.
Relax, we're fine. Go ahead. Time for that artifact to meet its siblings. Just, what are we building here?
I haven't picked up any kind of frequency or signal coming from it.
That doesn't mean much. This thing could be emitting something we can't even detect. As far as we know, we could be building a gigantic bomb that will blow up as soon as we finish it. Or maybe it's some kind of interstellar children's toy.
Why would either of those things give the Discoverer visions and music? It's a message. I'm sure of it.
We just have to hope that finding more of the pieces will give us some clue.
I hear that. Moving forward sometimes means fumbling around in the dark. I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm coming with, that means Cora's on your ship. Likewise, you know where to find us.
Have any new books for me?
Captain Jones, hello again.
That you've
I
seen
was
something that
uncertain
no one else
you would return.
That you know something no one else does.
I must confess, the hum of a grav drive makes me feel alive.
Private sector. Now that's where the real money's at. Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're like vultures, picking away at the leftovers.
As recent police attacks continue to rise, so too does the pressure on the system to protect United Colonies space. It seems these notorious bloodthirsty pirates have been emboldened lately, frequently venturing into Freestar Collective space, and now launching more and more assaults on ships in the UC. SysDef officials have declined to officially comment, but a source speaking on condition of anonymity has confirmed they are ramping up efforts to deter the Crimson Fleet. As Crimson Fleet attacks continue to rise, so too does the pressure on SysDef to protect United Colonies space. It seems these notorious bloodthirsty pirates have been emboldened lately, frequently venturing into Freestar Collective space, and now launching more and more assaults on ships in the UC. SysDef officials have declined to officially comment, but a source speaking on condition of anonymity has confirmed they are ramping up efforts to deter the Crimson Fleet. The heart of the settled systems, SSNN. The United Colonies was forced to close another crime ring investigation against the Trade Authority. Though it is widely speculated that the Trade Authority is involved in a wide variety of smuggling and theft, it has been very difficult to prove. The latest investigation hinged upon the depositions of 3 key eyewitnesses. But all 3 have recanted their testimony, leaving the investigation in shambles. The Settled Systems News Network.
I'm telling you, it's a cover.
News you can
They don't
trust.
want us to know the truth.
You don't say.
The reviews
getting
are
pretty
in
late.
for the latest
What time
ships
is
from Star Yards across the Settled Systems. And the final scores were surprisingly tight, with Tayo Astroneering earning a single award more than rival Stroud-Eklund. One judge said, technologically, it's neck and
been
neck.
trying to exercise
Really,
more.
there's
I
no
need
bad
help here,
choices this
but I
season.
feel like it'd help if I had a
Rumors
couple
abound
cheat
that
days.
Stroud-Eklund has one more trick up its sleeve to reclaim its title from last year.
You hate it here already? We just moved here. I think you should give it a few months.
What if it doesn't improve?
It's only a few months.
The United
Just
Colonies
be
Vanguard
patient.
program recently celebrated its 15-year anniversary.
I'm gonna
Dozens
tell
of
them how I
Vanguard
feel.
pilots who are now
I don't
full
care that we're
UC
coworkers.
citizens attended the ceremony
Good
and
for
listened
you.
to a speech from President Abe. The remarkable success of the Vanguard, the president said, is standing right before us. The
What if
Settled
we just
Systems
broadened our
News
hiring
Network.
search? Maybe
News
that would change the
you can trust.
culture.
Doubt it. Especially if the people doing the hiring are the same.
It's just an idea. I know the company has certain standards, but we need to think outside of the box.
Trouble looms on scattered farms throughout the Freestar Collective. There are unconfirmed reports of farmers being targeted by an unknown group or gang whose motives are unclear. Although we have not been able to track down specifics, it's clear that someone is preying on them.
I just like the logo.
The Freestar Rangers said this
is a
matter is
sharp
under
logo.
active investigation,
Goes to the
and
designer.
any leads should be reported
I
to
want
them.
one of their hats. Maybe a jacket. And some stars.
scattered farms. Throughout the Freestar Collective. There are unconfirmed reports of farmers being targeted by an unknown group or gang whose motives are unclear. Although we have not been able to track down specifics, it's clear that someone is preying on them. The Freestar Rangers said this matter is under active investigation, and any leads should be reported to them. Tech stock rallied in aftermarket trading to new highs on the surprising news of record profits for their latest fiscal quarter. The credit goes to the hard-working men and women that keep the line, pushing ships hour after hour, said Ron Hope. A mere 2 years ago, amidst disappointing sales and a massive recall, the embattled Star Yard looked on the verge of ruin. Now, Hope Tech looks in position to take even more market share from rival Star Yards. Tech stock rallied in aftermarket trading to new highs on the surprising news of record profits for their latest fiscal quarter. The credit goes to the hard-working men and women that keep the line, pushing ships hour after hour, said Ron Hope. A mere 2 years ago, amidst disappointing sales and a massive recall, the embattled Star Yard looked on the verge of ruin. Now, Hope Tech looks in position to take even more market share from rival Star Yards. Journalistic integrity at its finest. SSNN.
Don't worry, I turned it off before we left.
Okay, just making sure.
Once considered an
I like the
effective,
terrible
even
uniform
a
soldiers